Good morning, welcome to day 25 of your daily wellness, and today we have, got the fingers, goddess pose. So really nice for opening the hips, for grounding down, for strengthening the legs, and for just building up a little bit of strength and confidence, as well as we open up and be proud and take up space. This really does actually click something in your brain. It psychologically changes something and makes you feel more confident to do a big pose, like a goddess pose. So if you're feeling a little bit meh, then today's going to be a good one for you. So to begin with, coming to standing, take the heels maybe an inch or two apart, bring the ball of the big toes together, spread the toes out and press into the back of every toe, into the whole of the feet. Feel that firm foundation as we grow up. Lengthen tall, shoulders back and down, palms forwards in this kind of open gesture, this receiving. And we just settle in. Notice how your body feels. Also how your mind feels. And maybe notice the difference between if we just sort of hang the hands down the side and stand. And then the difference when we open up, when we purposefully become open to receiving. Feel the chest lift, the spine lengthen, the breath become more easy as we open up the chest. I feel like I said open a lot then. Good. Sweep the arms left to right, take them up nice and wide, so really wide today. Reach the fingertips up, lengthening up, scoop your tailbone under, chin is tucked, we're taking up space. Good, reaching all the way through to the end of the fingertips. Exhale, bring them down. Inhale, take them up. Exhale, bring them down. One more inhale, take them up and reach. And let them float down. Hands to the heart. Press the palms together, the fingertips together, open the chest, scoop the tailbone, stand tall. Maybe bring a little bend in the knees so that we can really get the tailbone scooped under and get that stacking through the spine. This is really important in your goddess pose. So although it's kind of like a squat, we're not trying to send the weight right back when we come into it. We're actually trying to lower down and strengthen with the spine long and upright. So we're getting that alignment now. Scoop your tailbone, little bend in the knees if that's what you need. Shoulders back and down. Chin is tucked. Good. Taking the feet a little further apart. So maybe shoulder distance apart. Allow the weight to come into the toes just a little bit as we lower down part way. So we're not coming into a full squat or anything here. We're just keeping the spine erect and tall. Breathe nice and deep. Maybe we sink a little lower. Keep the spine up. Feel that activation through the shins. Sinking when we do yogi squat. And we come down and you feel that big stretch through the front here. That activation through the toes as you grip. Good. Keeping as much weight in the heels as you can as you keep the chest up. Spine long. Hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it up all the way up onto the toes. Reach up, lengthen up. And then drop it back down. Coming up to the top of your mat. Sweep the arms up as you inhale. As you exhale, we fold, carve a line down the middle. Good. Halfway lift, spine nice and long. Find that alignment, bend the knees if need be. And then from there we're going to step the left foot back into our warrior 2. So take a moment to set up in your warrior 2. So the left toes are going to be facing the long side of the mat. The right toes are facing the short side. Take a moment coming in and out of your knee bend on the right side. Press firmly with the heel, with the ball of the big toe, the ball of the small toe. Squeeze through the legs. If, like me, your knees creak, extra squeeze through the quads and make sure that the knee stops directly over the ankle. So bring it down. If it creaks, squeeze the quads, push into the floor, and then take it back down. Squeeze the quads, squeeze your glutes, push, 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 push. Can we reduce that noise in the knee, if you have that, by using all your muscles to support the knee all the way up? Maybe you just feel a bit stronger through the leg. Good, one more, lengthen it up. And now we sink down to a warrior two hold. Find a width that suits you. So you want to feel that stretch through the groin. You want to try and get the knee over the ankle. A perfect warrior two would have 90 degrees here. So this would be parallel to the floor. I can't get into that myself. Maybe you can. We don't forget the back leg. So if you just let that go loose, you'll feel some pressure on the knee. So squeeze the quad, actually push into the floor with both legs. Super strong legs, super powerful. Scoop your tailbone under, find that alignment. Take the arms out. Have a little check, make sure that they're both tracking out at shoulder level. We often find people are like this and they're leaning forward. So weight equally on both feet. Arms reaching parallel, you gaze over your right hand. Each inhale, feel your spine lengthen, feel the legs strong. As you exhale, sink, scoop the tailbone. One more breath. Release it off. Straighten the right leg, turn the toes in. Good, so we have this wide stance now, still pressing strong with the legs, coming into your wide leg forward fold. Spine nice and long. Taking a few breaths, maybe coming a little further each time, but keeping the spine in alignment. Hands can rest on the thighs, on the lower legs, or you can bring fingertips to the floor. Good, abdominals drawn in. Maybe we bring the hands back to the waist, keep the spine long, bend the knees a little to give you that extra power through the legs as we push up, keep that alignment. Turning out the left toes. So this time we're coming into a warrior two. Don't fall over like I did. On the other side, so taking a few repetitions again to come in and out of that bend, and maybe this knee creaks. My one doesn't on this side, but either way, if we do this without thinking about it, you'll find more strain and more creak on the knees. So squeeze the glutes, squeeze the quads, press into the balls of every toe, into the heel, push down, allow that sinking strong through the feet, power up. Again, bring it down, power up, and stay strong through the back leg. So actively pushing as if you're trying to tear your mat apart by pushing into it and sliding the feet apart on the floor. Squeeze the quads. Good. Next time we come down, we hold strong legs. Big squeeze all the way down into the toes. Scoop your tailbone under. Taking the arms out. Again, check that they're both about the same level. If you've come up, sink it down, scoop the tailbone. Alignment, look over your left hand. Strong, powerful warrior two, hold it here. Strong legs, don't let them slip. Don't forget when you get tired. Hold for 3, 2, 1, release it down, straighten the leg, turn the toes in. Again, forward fold, hands on the hips, spine long. Maybe a micro bend in the knees if you have strain on your knees. Tailbone comes back, top of the head comes forward. Good, maybe fingertips come to the floor, maybe hands come to lower legs or to the thighs. Whichever option, we're going to gently bend one leg and then the other, just a small amount. This will help to get through the back of the hamstrings into the glutes, help to start to open up the hips. Maybe you go a bit further, and again remember, if you have the creaky knee, or even if not, really squeeze the muscles on that side to try and prevent that, to try and activate all the muscles so that little tissue in the knee isn't doing all the work. Good. Taking a last few breaths, allow the upper body to sink down as far as suits you. Maybe you can take your stance a bit wider now, maybe not. Maybe the top of your head comes to the floor, maybe not. Maybe you're still up here with the hands on the legs or the waist. It's your session, it's up to you. Good, and now use the hands to support on the floor, bend the knees, gently walk them in a little. So we want them wider than shoulder width, but not full width in a full wide leg forward fold. Good. And from here we're going to allow the toes to turn out. Good. Take that firm foundation. Again, press with the outside edge of the feet to keep the knees rolling out. Come up to standing. So, ready for your goddess pose. Firstly, we'll take a few repetitions. So looking down at the knees, are they tracking out over the toes? Don't let them roll in. Bring it up. Again, don't fall over like I just nearly did. Take it down, bring it up. I feel like we're doing ballet or something here. Take it down, bring it up. Press with the outside edges, really opening up through both hips. Squeeze through the outside edge of the thighs to help to open up. Press with the outside edge of the feet, bring it up. Take it down. I feel like we should be doing arms with it, but we're not going to do that. Hands on the hips. Well, you can if you want to. Take it down. Scoop the tailbone, chest up. Good. You can bring them in or out a bit if you want to do that to change your stance. That's up to you. Otherwise, we're going to come to our goddess pose. Start to squat down. Knees track over the toes. If your stance is too narrow, you'll find that your weight's coming into your toe. So we want to be strong in the heels, wide through the groin area, knees coming out. And then arms, we're going to put into cactus pose. Had to check the card there. So scoop your tailbone under, chest open, cactus arms. Pull the elbows back, pull the arms back, reach the fingers. Breathe and squat. Strong legs. Press with the outside edge of the toes if you need to. Come up, take a rest, come back down. Chuck the chin. Alignment through the spine. Squeeze the legs, hold for 10. 9, open the chest. 7, 6, tuck your tailbone. 4, 3, 2, 1, take the hands down to the legs, squat a little deeper, and then come up. Walk the feet in. Good. Take a moment to walk it out, wiggle it out through the feet. Bring the feet together and take a forward fold. Nice straight spine to begin with, and then when you get there, just allow that slump, allow that hang. Maybe the knees bend a little here, maybe they don't. Give the head a little shake. Give it a little nod. Give your tail a little wiggle. Bring the feet together, really together. Bend the knees, bring your belly to your thighs. And look towards your shins. Breathe into the belly, feel that compression. And then strong through the feet as we roll it up. Good, take the feet to a comfortable distance for you, maybe hip distance. Allow a nice little soft bend in the knees, take a little kind of shake out. And then we find ease in our Tadasana, our standing pose, eyes open or closed. Take a moment to imagine from your feet there are roots shooting down into the earth. Big tree roots grounding you down, coming from the bottom of every toe, from the balls of your feet, from the arches, from the whole area, even coming out from your ankles, like when you can see the tree roots coming out above the soil. Visualize that happening for you. Imagine your legs strong and powerful like the tree trunk, reaching up from the floor as we grow tall. The trunk of your body nice and strong and long. The arms are active, branches reaching out. Neck is long. And the top of your head is growing up to the sky like the canopy of the trees, reaching for the sun. Open to receiving energy. And just breathe and visualize yourself as the tree. Maybe you feel a little wobble, especially if your eyes are closed. That's normal. The trees will wobble, they'll move in the breeze, but they stand strong and proud. And then if at any point through the day today you feel a little wobble, come back into your Tadasana or your goddess pose. Feel that strength, that grounding into the floor, that taking energy from the sky, from the universe, from whatever you believe in, being open to it. Take up some space, be tall, be proud, and be happy. So thank you for joining me. Let's see what we've got for tomorrow's yoga pose. That one. So tomorrow we have plank pose for a nice strengthening core. Again, this strength and stability, so we'll use this tree strength to help us keep our trunk nice and tall as we do our plank pose tomorrow. So thank you for joining me. Namaste.